It's only been days since a deadly tornado struck London, Kentucky, but now people there are facing the possibility of even more dangerous weather headed their way. Just devastation out in that area, and we are watching that risk of severe weather once again moving its way through Kentucky, Tennessee, and then down south toward Alabama and Mississippi. And as we zoom in, you can see some of those heavier showers now moving their way toward the Nashville area. The convective outlook in that area today is moderate. That's a level 4 out of 5. And that encompasses most of Tennessee, most of the northern parts of Mississippi and Alabama, and even up into Kentucky. We're going to be watching this very closely, especially as we head into the afternoon. Tomorrow's looking a little bit better. Chelsea Torres is live from London, Kentucky. Chelsea, are people ready for another round of storms there?
Well, Brian, a lot of people are telling me that they are on high alert, especially after what happened to their neighborhood. I mean, check out these cars right here. These were people's vehicles that they took to work every single day, and it almost looks like they went through an explosion because of how damaged they look. There was a home right here that is completely gone, and now just rubble that's been pushed back. Crews have been out here all morning trying to clean up what they can. And to add on top of that, the National Weather Service says they will not have radio weather alerts in the Kentucky area through tomorrow, and that's just because they have a mandatory computer software update to go through. This particular area of London, Kentucky, spoke to a spokesperson earlier from the NWS, and they said people should get the alerts at least here, but for anybody else, local officials are telling people to make sure you have other means of getting any kind of weather alerts in case dangerous weather comes your way. Now, the past few days, people have been out here trying to rummage through all of the debris, through ripped furniture, through piles of rubble, to really try to find anything that they can salvage from the home that once stood there. And I actually spoke to one brave little girl who also went through her home with her family after a tornado tore through it, and they were able to find just a few items that they put away in storage and boarded up in case a storm does come through this area. But she talked to me and described how they were able to take cover in their basement the other day after hearing alarms on their phone, and they were going off.
Me, my uncle, my dad was rushing down to the basement, and everything just started hitting the window, and eventually the last thing hit the window, and everything just caved in. I could feel Pap holding me down to try to hold me down.
Ellie and her family made it out with a few minor injuries, but tell me they are thankful that they are alive. And then down the street, the Combs family also kept family and friends in their basement. They say they laid on the ground and took cover under a piece of furniture. After the tornado, both Carolyn Combs and her husband rushed outside to help their neighbors.
Initially, you think, am I really hearing somebody yelling? Am I really hearing this? And you are. I called him, and the call went through, and he said that it's really bad. He said, I am actually pushing houses off the road. He's like, please pray that I do not push a body.
And the governor of Kentucky also mentioned that if you are going to be out here, just be careful with that possible weather coming through, because those dangerous winds, the high gusts of winds, could be dangerous for any of the piles of debris that are out in this area. Honestly, Brian, I have not seen any homeowners, many homeowners out here. It's been mostly crews that have been working throughout the morning so far. Brian?
I know in these instances we get a lot of neighbors helping neighbors. Have you seen that out there, Chelsea?
Oh, absolutely. You know, yesterday I spoke to a woman who was kind of helping out the family that lost their home, and they were going through it. And she said there was a group of men, probably a dozen of them, just helping, trying to clean everything she can. She told me, I don't know who they are. They just showed up, and they've been out here helping pick up. And it's been like that throughout this entire area. So many volunteers. I just met a man who drove down from Tennessee. He's out here to volunteer. Also, a group of Amish are out here also, and they told me we're just here to help in any way that we can. So they were walking around trying to find some homeowners. It truly is the neighbor helping neighbor community that's been out here.
All right, more severe weather expected out there in Kentucky today. Thanks, Chelsea.